As I get ever closer to the 60K listing mark on my eBay store, I'm starting to think, what do I do after that? Yo, YouTube. This video is all about what do we do once we reach the maximum listing number of our premium store. You get 60,000 listings as a sports card lister. So you get 50,000 extra sports card listings, and then you get 10,000 for the store itself. After eclipsing the 40,000 mark, I got to thinking, what do I do once I hit the 60,000 mark? Here's some ideas. Also, we have some sales from today, so we'll take a look at those as well. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. So the first sale today is a couple of Sports Illustrated for Kids cards. I just listed a ton of these as I bought a new lot. None of these are from that new lot, which is okay. I have sold some from the new lot, none of those today. But that's also a good reason to list new product of the same things you have. Sometimes that will spark some of your older listings to sell. So anyway, we've got this Emmitt Smith here. This is from 1994. It's got the little checkerboard pattern around it. And then this other one is a Marshawn Lynch from 2012. And those both sold for $3.75. So the way I see it is I've got a few options as what to do once I hit that 60K mark. The first one would be a very simple one, and that would be to run a giant sale. So you hit 60,000, you do like a coupon with 50% off, clean out a lot of the stuff, and you should have a couple thousand listings again to build up, and then maybe do that sale again. So you just start moving more inventory. Yes, a little bit less price, but keeps you from having to list more, upgrade the store, things like that. And you should be able to bring a lot more income in faster that way. Next sale is a 1998 Topps Brett Favre base card, sold for $1.49. The next option would be to upgrade your store to the next level store. So go from a premium store to an anchor store. A little bit prohibitive cost-wise. It's $299.95 versus the $59.95 that the premium store is. What you get with that is a dedicated customer support person, which would be handy at times. You also get an additional 15,000 listings, and the price for a listing above that 15,000 would drop from 10 cents to 5 cents per listing. So you get some, breaks further on down the road. But that's quite a change from 60 to 300 at one time, which is why I'm having these thoughts of what is my best option. The next order is for 9 cards, and it sold for $25.91. We've got a Brett Favre Old School from Mosaic. Hit the algorithm with this one. I've sold a few in the last week. We've got a Jonathan Taylor Select Rookie. A Barry Foster Prism Marquee. Sold one of these yesterday, so that's obviously due to the algorithm as well. Green Prism, or Green Mosaic, I should say. This is Dick Butkus. Another one I've sold a bunch of. This is actually only have one left. 2000 Topps Chrome Brett Favre. This 23 Revolution Jamar Chase, and it's the Astro parallel. Cool looking card. 22 Prestige Marquise Brown Extra Points. Pulled that out of a pack. Ricky Waters Prism Marquee. Same thing. Sold that yesterday as well. A couple days ago, whatever. 1999 Prism Brett Favre base. Another option, which would be a little bit more work, but it would get me a lot more for my money, would be to open a second store. Now, having a second eBay account is permitted, despite what some people say, and you could build them as 2 separate stores, so which would be the best way to do it. So you could continue one store as your sports card store, one as non-sports, one as football and baseball, one as basketball and soccer. I don't know, however you would want to sort of split that up so you weren't competing with yourself. But you could do that, pay your $60 a month for that store. So essentially you'd have $120 a month you'd be putting out for the 2 stores. and then you get another 60,000 listings in that store. Another Sports Illustrated for Kids card here. This is Sharif Abdur Rahim. And this is not one that I just got in the lot, so an older listing. And this sold for $1.89. The next option is one that I'm probably considering the most seriously, and that is to just sort of revamp my existing store. So instead of constantly pushing to get the more listings, start changing over some of those listings to more quality listings, a little bit more mid-end cards, that kind of thing. So just as I reach closer to that 60K, start buying less cards at a show, spending the same money, and making the same profits or more, of course, is always better. But just looking at cards that are maybe a little bit more mid-end, $5 to $10 range instead of $1 to $5 range. Be listing a few less items, still be getting the same amount of sales dollar-wise, but just less volume. And it's a great way to sort of take your sales money from your lower end cards and reinvest it into something with a little bit better quality, more liquidity, looking at really just specific cards that would sell easily. Another card I've been selling a lot of lately, this 1992 Topps Brett Favre card. I sold this one for $3.50. Still have 43 in stock, so looking forward to continuing the roll on these sales. And of course, our final option would be to look at selling cards elsewhere via ComC, Mercari, Collex. There's a bunch of them out there. Look at it selling some things on that platform. So kind of leaving the store maxed out at the 60,000 listings and keep, working with that, but then have another platform where you're putting additional cards. Should get you some exposure to some other markets. It's a great time to sort of play in that playground since you've really capped out what you can do with the eBay experience and see how that goes. So that's something that I'm also kind of highly considering. Next is a Derek Jeter sale. I got a 2004 Prestige base card here for $2.69. And I have a big lot of almost 600 Jeter cards coming in today. So happy to get a few out before a bunch roll in. Okay, so we've come to that part in the video where now it's your turn. I want to hear from you. What do you think I should do when I hit 60,000 listings? If you're a seller, what are you going to prepare to do when you hit that number? We've got some more sales. I'm going to continue finishing the sales day. Got another Sports Illustrated for Kids sale here. This one did come from my recent buy. This is a 2003 Michael Jordan where he's with the Wizards, and this sold for $7.99. Got a 2-card sale here to a buyer. This 2019 Donruss for $4.99, and a 2015 Topps Tom Brady, the Fantasy Studs card where he's ranked number 3, top 60. Anyway, that sold for $2.50. I've sold a ton of these lately. Sold a police card. I got this John Kuhn, excuse me, Packers card from 2014, and this sold for $1.79. I got these for free. A couple of Yo MTV Raps cards, both of LA Posse. So I've got this one here with the 2 gentlemen, and then this one here wearing a Raiders hat, of course. That was the thing in the 90s. Anyway, those sold for $1.99 each. Another Sports Illustrated for Kids. This one also came in the big lot, and this is a wrestling card of Matt Hamill, and this sold for $6.50. All right, another card I got pretty cheap. This is the 2003 Topps All-Time Fan Favorites. I bought these all at a media store. Paid about pennies to 2 cents a piece. Paid about 2 cents a piece for them, and this sold for $1.89. I sold some Lucas. I sold 5 Luca cards for $26.95. First one is this Prism Select. Pulled this out of a pack a couple of years ago. A Contenders base card. A Mosaic Got Game insert. Coming out of the sleeve there a little bit. And then one of these Lights Camera Action think I pulled those out of a pack too, and then a red, white, and blue Prism Luka. I sold 2 Roger Staubach Upper Deck NFL Legends for $5.98. Sold another Shannon Sharp Sports Illustrated for Kids Hillbilly card. Interesting. Anyway, this sold for $4. Sold this Chrome Randy Moss card that I got out of a quarter box for $3.59. I sold 6 South Park cards. Happy to see these go, if you know my story with these. But I got $2 for all the regular storyline cards. So we've got Weight Gain 4000 here. We've got Mecha Streisand. We've got, what's this one? Terrence and Phillips April Fools. And then Damien, the TV shot there. And then paid $2.50 for the checklist. So $12.50 for those. Got a couple of low-end 90s cards here. 1997 Pinnacle Inside John Elway base card and a 1990 Pro Set Deion Sanders. And he sold for $2. Sold another Starfile C3PO. This one sold for $2.99. Lamar Phenomenon out of Select Insert, $2.99. Sold a 2004 Sweet Spot Brett Favre base card for $1.49. Part of the big non-sport cards I got for free with buying the soccer cards at Madison was this Pro Set Beastie Boys card, and this sold for $6.50. We got 2 orders from a buyer. The first one is $1.99 for this 91 Upper Deck Dan Marino, and then 6 more cards. The Philly Fanatic. Got this in a big box lot I bought off of a viewer, about 900 cards for $15, so got some value back out of that right away. This Bowman Shaquille O'Neal. There's a Pacific Private Stock Titanium Kurt Warner. 1,000-Yard Club Jerry Rice. 2010 Gridiron Gear Brett Favre base, and a 99 season opener Topps base. And $11.94 for the 6 cards. Sold another Garfield card. This one has Jennifer Love Hewitt on it, pretending to hold a cat. And this one sold for $2.50. Sold an Ahmad Sauce Gardner Prism Black rookie for $5.99. A Dennis Rodman Silver Signature Collector's Choice card sold for $3.75. Universal Monsters cards continue to do well. Sold a Frankenstein card for $2.69. All right, now last but not least for the orders right now are these 3 1997 Leaf Rookies and Stars Barry Sanders base cards, and they sold for $3.75. Well, that does it for this video. Thanks again so much for watching, and see you again soon.